Preventing wildfires. That's all Smokey wants for his 70th birthday.
In Fairfield County, something new comes across my desk every day. Crimes are committed, cases are solved, and a community is made safe by the hardworking employees of the Fairfield County Sheriff's Office.
Welcome to This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan, a weekly program here on LSN Television. We're also carried by a number of our radio affiliates here in Lancaster and beyond. Do appreciate you, the viewers and listeners that join us each and every week, and certainly the students here at the Fairfield Christian Academy that produce and put this program together. Our executive producer, Kelly Roberts, who lines up the guests, gets the questions together, and does a great job. Back this week, second week in a row, is Sergeant Jesse Hendershot, our community Relations Sergeant. Glad you're back here, Sarge.
Thank you, sir.
What are some of the things the Community Relations Sergeant does?
Well, he does a lot.
You do a lot, don't you? You name it.
Yeah, he's, one of the biggest things is trying to get out to the township meetings. Okay. And just letting them know that you're there for them, and if there's anything that they need, I give them my card and tell them just to email me or give me a call, and, we'll help address it. And Walnut Township's got some stuff going on again, so I've got to address that after this meeting. Okay. And get to helping them out. But, if people want to put a neighborhood watch together, I help them set all that up, and I'll try to attend the meetings and help them out with any questions that they have. There's a lot of neighborhood watches out there that I still don't even know about. Right. So, and that's a good thing. We want these people, the neighbors are the biggest influence, on their actual neighborhood and keeping people safe.
Makes a big difference, doesn't it, when you have a community involved and they're taking some ownership there. And you do a lot. You're kind of like a troubleshooter. If I have something I can't figure out what to do with, I'll send it over to you, and you'll kind of follow up on it.
Yeah, and I work really good with all the lieutenants and the different bureaus, and just try to get things accomplished the way they helping the public out.
I want to mention. Again, we talked about this last week, but our self-defense class is coming up, primarily for women, but men can come, and it's ages 10 and up.
10 and up. We changed that from 15 to 10. Okay. Big push from the community. They wanted their junior high girls to start coming to these classes. Right. So, we tried to back the PowerPoint down a little bit. They still talk about some stuff that, they just need to be, know that, depending on, what they've talked to their daughters about,
So tell me a little bit about what the classes are about when they get there.
Well, when they get there, it's a 4-hour class, and it's really crammed because we could teach self-defense, alone for 4 hours. Sure. But, the PowerPoint is one of the biggest things that we teach these guys, awareness, what to do in certain circumstances, what looks, out of place. Right. And, the PowerPoint, depending on how many people are there and how many questions they have, it could go 1.5 to 2.5 hours.
Then you do actually the hands-on kind of stuff.
And then we go into the bigger rooms, we do the hands-on stuff and teach people, dead weight, and how to push off and, just all kinds of different moves. Every situation in life is different, and so that's what Kelly tries to teach them is, if that circumstance comes around, what to do.
Right. Well, and again, go on our website, www.sheriff.fairfield.oh.us, and register. Yeah. Or at least you'll get directed where to register. I know some of the different churches are involved.
Violet Baptist Church, you can actually get on their website and register, and then if you want to do the one in Canal, on December 6th, Saturday, from 9 to 1. You just have to call our dispatch, 740-652-7911, to register with them.
Now, something exciting coming up is our next Community Watch training. Tell us, for the viewers and listeners that may not even know, what is our Community Watch group? Tell us a little bit about that.
There's a lot of people out there that see these Community Watch cars driving around, have no idea what they are. And, that's what we want to make sure that everyone is aware of what the Community Watch is and what they're doing. And, they sign up for these classes. We give them 16 hours of training, and then we send them into the radio room so they can see what they do.
Right.
We send them out with the deputies so they see what a deputy does, and then they actually go out with community watch FTOs, and they have to drive around for 16 hours, and then they're on their own. You know, they link up with a partner that they meet there or someone else that they know, and they drive around, and most patrols are about 4 hours at a time, but they help patrol the neighborhoods, and, you know, burglaries happen during the day.
Right.
You know, when you have a community watch, you know, person driving out there in the community, you know, it deters that person from breaking into that house, and they'll go somewhere else. And it's a proven fact that the system works. Yeah,
and it's a great program, and if anyone's interested out there, just let us know, and we do a background check. And I think it's important to mention that we don't have our community watch people making arrests or anything like that. They're just strictly an extension of the eyes and ears of the sheriff's office, and they do a lot of our festivals, our carnivals, and those kind of things too.
They're a tremendous help with all our activities that we do. You know, we'll have stuff come up the week of, and there'll be, you know, people that just step up and do it. And you know, the biggest person in that is Bill Wilson on our team.
Right.
He'll step up and he does any event. You know, we couldn't get anyone signed up for, you know, West Side Carnival, I believe it was, over in Lancaster Fairgrounds. And he said, I'll be there. He's like, but, you know, I only have one arm. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, I just had surgery and my arm's in a sling. And
Wow.
he's like, but I'll be there. And I'm like, man, what dedication this guy has.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know, we have 70 members on the team, and they're all active. And, you know, some of them's particular, they just want to drive around, which is great. And some of them just want to help out with events. And
Yeah, and if it's if you're not interested in maybe patrolling a neighborhood, we even have positions in our civil division where they come in and help there.
Yeah. Yeah, they help, you know, put stuff away and organize things. And if they're interested, if you are interested out there in the Community Watch program, we're going to put a class together in February.
Okay.
And we have 4 people registered already, looking for 20.
Okay.
You know, so that way we can put a good class together and get everyone, you know, the same type of training that we want them to have. And we just had one. I think we had like 13, 14 graduate from that, and most of them are still pretty active to this day.
I think it's one of those programs that when people get involved with it, they make friends, there's camaraderie there. They truly do make a difference in our community, and they seem to enjoy it.
Oh, they love it. But if you want to learn more about it, just visit our website, www.sheriff.fairfield.oh.us, and then you go to our programs and services, and then Mobile Community Watch Program is one of the top 2 up there, and then you can click on the Community Watch application.
Okay, great.
And they can fill that out.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the Sniper Challenge. What was the Sniper Challenge?
Sniper Challenge this year, we had over 7 different law enforcement agencies show up for that. And basically it's more of a camaraderie, you know, getting to know the other, you know, precision shooters out there in the community.
With different law enforcement agencies, right? Okay.
Yep. And learn what, you know, what they do and how they do things. And our group of snipers, and Kelly Keys is one of them, Jeff Dixon and Mike Ash, and we all put a big program together of different events. We shoot out the Baltimore range. Okay. And these guys come out and they have no idea what to expect. And we have about 8 different scenarios for them. They stand and shoot from buildings, shoot from our new trucks, and unknown distances, and it's just a good time to get people out there and together.
So how many law enforcement agencies participate?
About 7 to 8.
That's pretty good. Wow.
Yeah, and we actually have it scheduled this year for next year to get it out there. So these guys, a lot of them, you know, had, you know, pre-planned things and they couldn't come, and we want to make sure that we extend the invite out to all the local.
Now, are most of the deputies and officers members of the SWAT teams?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, one of the members of our sheriff's office came to me and he wants to be a sniper, and I told him the procedure that he's got to be on the team for a little while, and you know, because that's not something, sniper is not something you just, you know, apply for. It's usually you're chosen for that spot.
Now you're part of the SWAT team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about our SWAT team. It's volunteers from within the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
And so whenever there's some type of an emergency or a call out, you guys go ahead and head that way, right?
Yeah, we've actually been busy the past couple of weeks. You know, working with our major crimes unit, some houses that you know, they're selling drugs out of the house, and you know, they need to execute a search warrant, and it's made a lot of the residents, you know, upset with, you know, the flashbangs going off in their neighborhoods and stuff like that. But you know, what we have to look at is the safety of our officers in the community.
Right.
You know, what do we need to do to make sure that we apprehend these guys correctly and not go into a situation where it's a barricade,
right,
and they're shooting random bullets out of the house.
Great. Let's talk a little bit now about texting and driving.
That was something big on our what we've been promoting at the Sweet Corn Festival and the fair.
Okay.
Is not to text and drive, and the state has been giving us the the no texting and driving bumper stickers that everyone just loves them. They're actually little magnets.
Okay.
And we had wristbands made up. Thanks to AAA, they gave us a bunch of free ones to put out at the Sweet Corn Festival. But what people don't understand is our first 10 fatalities in Fairfield County, 8 of them were due to distracted driving, and 2 of them was alcohol related. Alcohol is still an issue with driving.
Sure.
But I mean, just this texting and distracted driving is just skyrocketing.
I mean, how many times have you been setting in a light or something, and the person in front of you, they're doing this, and light changes, and they're really not paying a lot of attention to what they're doing.
Yeah, and we've almost doubled our fatality rate this year from last year.
Yeah.
And we just need to get these guys off their phones.
Right.
And that's just one thing that I wanted to talk about today. And with what New York does, we had friends move to New York, and she's driving down the road, and she got pulled over. She has no idea what she did, and he's like, "You're not from around here, are you?" She's like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "You can't talk on your phone driving down the road." And if our fatalities keep going up like this, it's something that Ohio's going to have to look at.
Right, right. Well, that's great. With us today is Sergeant Jesse Hendershot, our community relations sergeant. Does a lot of different things. Lots of great training and things going on. How did Halloween go?
Halloween went
yeah, I know you were
good.
Involved in that.
Yeah.
How did some of our community policing?
Whatever. There's not a police department in that area. We try to get the community watch out there.
Okay.
And they'll go patrol and hand candy out, and Halloween's one of the safest times. People try to think that it's not very safe. It's Halloween. It's dangerous, and we have so much police force out and
right.
community watch out, protecting all the kids and everything.
Yeah, I don't remember any incident happening. I think we really had a great time.
It was very quiet.
Before we go off the air, let's talk one last time about the 5K coming up.
Yeah, if you're interested in running in the 5K, just make sure you get onto Speedy Sneakers and sign up. The event is November 29th, and we're going to run about 9:15. So make sure you pre-register to get your medal at the end of the race. You get a free T-shirt out of it. It's only $20. All the money and proceeds go to St. Jude Children's Hospital. And most races out there for benefits like this are at least $30, $35. So
right.
$20, come out, have a good time. Meet some of the SWAT guys, some of the SWAT vehicles. We're also going to have.
Are we going to have our SWAT vehicle out there?
Our SWAT vehicle is going to be
Very
out there.
Good.
Our new canine officer and his dog car is going to be out there.
Very good.
So they lots of stuff out there for the kids to see.
And we'll be also involved in the holiday parade going on. We're going to have our vehicle there. So lots of great stuff going on. We're just about out of time.
Okay.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Sergeant Jesse Hendershot, our community relations sergeant, does a terrific job with our training and a host of other responsibilities. Also our community watch commander. Well, the clock on the wall says we're just about out of time. Again, I appreciate the students here at the Fairfield Christian Academy that put this program together each and every week without cost. J.T. Burcham and all the folks here at Fairfield Christian Academy do a terrific job. Kelly Roberts, our executive producer. Until next week, same time, same place. God bless, and we'll see you right here next week.
These waters were woven into the culture of Native American tribes. The descendants of the early Europeans built a business here based on agriculture. And today, this unique destination in the central Ohio countryside comes to life with stories and memories centuries old. The Fairfield County Historical Parks invites you to amazing Rock Mill. Above the falls of the Hocking River Gorge, here together, nature and man have created some truly American stories that you'll want to experience with the entire family. Visit us or learn more about Rock Mill and the largest wooden water wheel in the nation at historicalparks.org.